It's showtime.
Okay guys, welcome back to the STPL. My name is Kinks, your cast, host and organizer of this tournament you're watching. Just to answer a question in the chat, Bull did win. It is well worth watching that series, so if you did miss it, you can check out the VODs on STPL TV. Now another thing, there is a Matcherino code. I always forget to mention this. But if you use the code STPL3, you can donate a free $1 to the prize pool, which is currently sat at $1,501.20. There's also other ways you can donate as well. You can follow people on Twitter and add like a little bit. You can follow DreamHack. I didn't choose any sponsors, but there's even 20 cents for following Team Liquid on Twitter. Just do that, guys. There's no reason not to. But let's introduce our next couple of players. It's going to be Headmaster versus nOOb. Now, nOOb, of course, the Have At You hero, SouL's only Protoss player, so obviously when nOOb is unable to play, they can't field any Protoss in their lineup. A little bit unfortunate for them. But Headmaster has one win this round. That was against DeWalt in a PvP on Katrina SE. Now, can Headmaster make Lightning Strike twice? Headmaster, one of the strongest players on Storm, has done a lot of work for his team in previous rounds. nOOb, of course, one of the top ranking players. A very, very strong opponent here for Headmaster. Now, just have a quick look at the map they're going to be moving on to, and the map we're about to watch. It's going to be Icarus again. So 12, 6, 9, and 3 o'clock spawns. Obviously, lots to play for here. This is going to be an important map for Headmaster to win. If he cannot win here in this PvP, pSi are going to lose this series 3-0. There was a fourth game played, of course, as well. I don't know about the ace match, so let's find out if we're going to be heading into game 4 with an ace match in mind, or if pSi are going to be playing for nothing but pride, as we see SouL's nOOb versus pSi's Headmaster. Okay, starting us off here in the 12 o'clock location, we do have the blue Protoss fighting for SouL, fighting for pSi even. It's Headmaster. And his opponent spawning here in the bottom, or the mid left-hand side. It is going to be our orange Protoss fighting for SouL. It's nOOb. Now, one thing I will say is that Headmaster, obviously statistically, you would look at the two players and you would say nOOb has an incredible advantage, but Headmaster has had some insane PvP, and I'm really excited to see how he's going to do against nOOb now. He did beat DeWalt with a 4-gate against 2 gates, so that was a little bit unfortunate for DeWalt, but Headmaster won fair and square. His micro was incredible in that game. And I'm kind of excited to see exactly how this series is going to play out. We see both players going for the gateway and the scout. Obviously the scout, very, very important. Both of them going to be seeing if they can see each other. Now it looks like nOOb is going to get the first scout, which is going to be a huge, huge advantage for him. That's a little bit unfortunate for the Headmaster, but nOOb obviously going to be moving into the main fairly shortly. Headmaster going the wrong way, but we see gas coming in for Headmaster, a second gateway coming in for nOOb. So that's going to be the first major difference inside of this. Now nOOb is nOOb, as Foxhan said. I don't believe he had an old AK. He is a Korean amateur player. He has done his military service though. The only week of STPL he's missed since he joined SouL was he had to go back to do his mandatory military service refresher, which apparently, oh wow, nOOb is actually going for a mana pylon here. That's going to block off this. Wow, is this misplaced by nOOb? Wait, what is going on? Are these, whose pylons are these? I can't even tell. I mean, this must be nOOb's pylon, but you can't tell until it builds. This is really awkward. There we go. So that is going to block this mineral, force the mining to be really, really awkward. But we've got Cybernex Core coming in, Shield Battery coming in as well. I think Headmaster feels that there is a big attack coming in. And now he's obviously going to be spending a lot of time dealing with the pylon. The probe has scouted that it's 2 Gate Zealots, so this shield battery is going to be worth its weight in gold as we get further in this game. We're going to have 1 gateway, an additional zealot coming in, but a dragoon after this, so it's going to come down entirely to micro. Now I don't know how exactly this is going to go. nOOb actually managing to pick off a probe there. This probe actually doing a lot of damage as well, making it a little bit easier for those zealots to soften things up. Now Headmaster unfortunately looks like he's getting a little bit out microed here. The second and third zealots finally coming in. It's going to be 2 zealots against 3. And these probes are in a lot of trouble. 3 zealots going to be doing a lot of damage. A lot of mismarker there. The pylon finally going down. That's going to give nOOb a little... Well, sorry. It's going to give Headmaster a little bit better of a chance to get around his base. We see that shield battery. Actually, did he misclick the shield battery? There we go. He used it on the right one there. But we do have this one Dragoon. He's going to have to keep this alive if he wants to stay in this game. It's going to be Dragoon against Zealot Micro. It looks like the probe actually killed the Zealot. That's really, really unfortunate. The shield battery not really helping him there, but the Zealot's still doing more and more damage as they head in from the top side of the mineral line. We see a nice probe drill. Gonna block the final Zealot, but it looks like the Dragoon actually killed its own probe. But it's going to be 2 Dragoons against 1 Zealot. Now, Dragoons take a year to kill a Zealot, but with 2 and a Zealot of his own, he should be able to hold on now. This is going to be still a lot of damage that he's taken. nOOb is almost double his supply, but he's holding on, and that's all he can realistically do. We have gas coming in. We have the Cybernex Core, so it's soon going to be Dragoon versus Dragoon. But for now, the Zealot aggression has been stopped, and that's all he could possibly ask for. As this game has been kind of crazy so far. We've got the Zealots going in for more damage in the probe line. Can they make something happen? A good probe drill. Gonna keep them alive for now. And the Zealots are all cleaned up. The final Zealots of nOOb are actually going to go back home. Now this is where the problem comes in. You're going to have 3 Dragoons against 2 at the top of your ramp. So this is going to give Headmaster the initiative for now. He's going to be able to push forward. Obviously he's below in supply, but killing those Zealots has evened up a little bit. Range is obviously going to be coming in. Wow, actually a little bit quicker for nOOb. nOOb is going into a 3rd gateway behind this as well. Now, we do have a Citadel coming in, so this is going to be DT behind this. Now, if Headmaster can survive long enough, and if he gets DTs out, realistically, what is nOOb going to be able to do about it? He's not going into Robo, he's going into a 3rd gateway. We're going to have a 4th pylon here as well. Now, Headmaster needs to be careful. If Headmaster gets countered, he is dead. Now, nOOb is going to move in with the Zealot, try and get some scouting done. Good block, though, by the Dragoon. Not going to be able to fully block the ramp. So he is actually going to have to kill this before it scouts the Citadel. Now, is nOOb going to see it? Oh, he's going the wrong way. He's not going to see the Citadel, I don't think. Can Headmaster kill the Zealot before it sees everything? We see Headmaster pulling his units back away from the natural. And oh no, the Zealot gets to see the Citadel. That's the biggest moment in this game, as that is going to give nOOb the ability to go into a Robo now and defend against this, but it doesn't look like he's that worried. He thinks he's got enough units to break down the front, but has he? We are going to find out as we have a micro-on-micro battle here. We're going to see the first Dragoon being pulled back, a Zealot getting on top of the Dragoon, so nOOb's army is massive in comparison to Headmaster's now. He's been stuck on 1 gateway against 3. nOOb playing with the ultimate confidence, going into a Nexus and then a Forge. But we do have that shield battery coming in use once again. Headmaster making good usage of this, but this is way too many units with just 1 gateway to hold off. The Templar Archives is finished, but I think it's going to go down before he can even build a DT. And I mean, he's going to try and get another Dragoon out. He really should just cancel this, but he can't. GG! nOOb takes down Headmaster, and that means SouL takes down Psystorm 3-0. Now that's a result statistically you would kind of expect. Unfortunately, SouL, one of the strongest teams in the league at the moment, Storm have not had the best series so far. They've done really, really well in individual games, but they've not really been finding the damage they need to. But that's not going to be the end just yet, because we're going to come back with Game 4, which is going to be Tai 2 versus Mitak after this.